Are you and your spouse disagreeing on how to bring together your blended families for Thanksgiving dinner during a quarantine? Well, let's talk about it today on Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in helping kids, teens, and families live happier lives. I lead two organizations here in Woodland Hills, California. The first is the group private practice Teen Therapy Center, and also the nonprofit 501c3 organization Child and Teen Counseling, both here in Woodland Hills, California. Every Wednesday at noon, I come to you on Facebook Live to answer your parenting questions, and today is no different. Let's jump right into today's. My husband wants to have his two kids from his previous marriage over for Thanksgiving, and I'm really uncomfortable about it. Since quarantine, we've been seeing them on a limited basis and always outside. But it's caused some tension between us because they don't respect the basic quarantine rules. They almost never wear a mask, and they get really close. I'm tired of being the bad guy and feeling so uptight all the time, but I want my family to be safe. I'd love to have a harmonious family holiday, but I hate being the enforcer, and I just might lose it. Any advice on how to navigate this? Yes. Thank you for your question. I think there are a lot of parents out there who are wrestling with this very question. First of all, I think it's important that you and your husband find some way to be a united front. If you guys are not agreeing on this, it's not going to work. You guys have to find some way to hammer things out where there's a resolution of what is safe, what is not safe, that both you are on the same page and can agree to. This is not about expecting the stepkids or your kids or anyone else to create the rules or follow the rules. It's about you and your husband establishing these boundaries and then enforcing them together. Now, with your stepkids, I'm imagining there may be some tension, maybe not, I don't know. I'm projecting, I'm speculating on from the email that you sent. But if you're the one who's the enforcer, this is going to go very badly because it will be misconstrued as you, the step-parent, trying to alienate your husband's kids from him. And his kid's going to feel it, and the ex-wife is sure going to feel it, and you're going to be seen as the bad guy. And we want to avoid that. So it's really important that you and your husband are a united front, and when your husband explains the rules to his kids and to his ex-wife, that he doesn't say, well, my wife wants it this way, so this is the way it's got to be. It's, we want it this way. Otherwise, if he throws you under the bus, it's the same thing as you being the enforcer. So it's really important that you guys are united. Now, finding some compromises, finding some solutions, I think is important to have some kind of flexibility. Do you have Thanksgiving lunch instead of dinner, maybe outside in the backyard patio, so it's a little warmer, a little more temperate, it's not 50 degrees outside and everyone's freezing? Is that a more safe way to do it, where it's outside and, on the patio and the picnic tables outside? I don't know. I don't know the exact rules for your house because every house will be different. But it's really important that you and your husband sit down and have a serious conversation, maybe several serious conversations on how to make this work. He's a dad. I'm sure he loves his kids from the previous marriage. We don't want to alienate him from that family because that's important. There may even be a connection between your stepkids and your kids with your husband now. And we want to make sure that they have a relationship as well and nurture that relationship. It's important. These kids are going to be connected forever. So it's really important that you find a way to find a common ground. But if we make this as a us versus them thing, it's never going to work. You have to find some way to have a common ground. And hopefully through empathy and compassion and patience, everyone, you, your husband, your kids, your stepkid's mom, all of you can find some kind of workable common ground for Thanksgiving. I know it's not easy. If it was easy, you would have solved this already. This is a difficult situation to handle, and I encourage you to make sure that you and your husband, again, are really working together on this. I love this question. Keep your questions coming. If you have a question you'd like me to answer, please email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com, or you can direct messages right here on Facebook. Again, my name is Kent Toussaint from Teen Therapy Center and Child and Teen Counseling, and we'll see you guys next week, the day before Thanksgiving. Take care. Bye-bye.